Parking tickets can truly be one of life's nuisance moments. It can be a real pain in the ass getting a parking ticket, because it seems like some cities, I understand the reason why parking tickets are issued. They want to keep traffic flowing as much as possible and give everyone an equal opportunity to park. But sometimes some cities, in my opinion, the parking enforcers are pretty much like Nazis. Like Toronto is one of those cities where the parking enforcers are absolutely horrible. And a suburb of Toronto called Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, the parking enforcement there is also really awful. Like some of the nuisance things and some of the nuisance laws they have in Mississauga, Ontario, you're not allowed to park on most streets for more than 3 hours in the same spot unless otherwise posted. And the thing I noticed they love to do in Mississauga when I used to live there is they liked coming around, say around 12:30 in the morning, taking note of where each vehicle is parked, like chalking the tires, and then they'd come back around 4 in the morning, and any vehicles that are still parked in the same spot, they would ticket them for parking in excess of 3 hours. So anyways, I'm going to talk about in this video some ways that you can fight parking tickets. Like, I don't know if they still have this facility in Mississauga, but I know at one point they used to have something called a first attendance facility. So, like I know one example of how I fought a parking ticket. I remember I went going to a friend's place who lives in a townhouse complex, and stopping in the driveway, like the driveway that goes around the townhouse complex, that's a fire route. I got a fire route ticket for, I think, $40 for parking in a fire route. So what I did was I went to my auto mechanic, and I got my auto mechanic did do up a receipt stating that my alternator had died. Therefore, my car was unable to go any further. So what I told them was that my car broke down, my alternator died, I was unable to go any further, and I was just waiting for a tow truck. The reason I left my car unattended was I ran into my buddy's house to call for a tow truck. There was other times I got parking tickets as well too. One time when I was at work, so all I just did was I showed them a copy of a delivery ticket that I was on delivery for that particular place, and they threw that ticket out. There was another time that I got a ticket for parking in a fire route at a hospital in Mississauga. So I showed them a copy of a delivery ticket for delivering making a delivery to this particular hospital. So on both those occasions, when I showed them delivery tickets, they threw out those. I think actually 3 occasions I showed them delivery tickets, and they threw out those parking tickets on those 3 occasions. So yeah, I don't know if that facility still exists in Mississauga, but you could tell them stuff like get a receipt stating that your car broke down, or get a delivery ticket to show that you're making a delivery there. And just go to that first attendance facility, if it still exists, and your parking tickets just might get thrown out. Because some of these parking enforcers are just too overzealous. And some of these parking laws that they have in some of these communities are absolutely ridiculous. So if you have a leg to stand on, I say fight them. As in fight these parking tickets.